Hi, Rohan Taylor from Blackburne Finance and Investments. Today what we're going to be talking about is, can the government actually afford the pension? Now, the graph that you see was released by the Australian Bureau of Statistics back in 1990. Now, back in 1990 there were 5.5 workers for every retiree. Now, by 2050, the thinking by the powers that be at the Australian Bureau of Statistics is that there will be less than 3 workers for every retiree. So what does that mean? Well, it means that there's less tax coming in and a lot more people that need to use the public health system. They need to draw on the pension, and the Australian government's realised they've got a problem. Quite simply, they can't afford it. With less tax money coming in but more people spending from the government purse, then the dollars in versus the dollars out doesn't add up. And that's why at the moment with the recent budget, you're seeing the pension age being pushed out to 70. That indexation of the pension has now been linked to CPI and not wages growth. That the federal government's pushing the cost of the health system onto the states because quite simply they realise they won't be able to afford it. So what does that mean for you? Well, it means that if you're looking to have the retirement that you really want to have and have financial choice in the future, you need to take the pension out of your thinking. I don't think the pension is going to be there in 2050. Looking at this graph and also looking at what the government's doing, I don't think they think the pension is going to be around, or certainly not in a meaningful way. So the best thing to do, have a plan, make sure you start early and let time do its job. Now, most people don't plan to fail, they just fail to plan. So when it comes to your future, make sure that you've got your plan in place, you know where you're going, so that way when you retire after all of those years of hard work, you have the life that you've been thinking of and not one that relies on the pension, if it's there at all. I'm Rohan Taylor, Director of Blackburne Financial Services.